10 simple truths that smart people forget. Some of the smartest people we know continuously struggle to get ahead because they forget to address a few simple truths that collectively govern our potential to make progress. So here's a quick reminder. 1. Education and intelligence accomplish nothing without action. There's a huge difference between knowing how to do something and actually doing it. Knowledge and intelligence are both useless without action. 2. Happiness and success are two different things. What will make me happy and what will make me successful are two of the most important questions you can ask yourself. But they are two different questions. 3. Everyone runs their own business. No matter how you make a living or who you think you work for, you only work for one person, yourself. The big question is, what are you selling and to whom? Even when you have a full-time, salaried, corporate America position, you are still running your own business. So how can you simultaneously save your time and increase your profit? The answer is slightly different for everyone, but it's an answer you should be seeking. 4. Having too many choices interferes with decision-making. Here in the 21st century, where information moves at the speed of light and opportunities for innovation seem endless, we have an abundant array of choices when it comes to designing our lives and careers. But sadly, an abundance of choice often leads to indecision, confusion, and inaction. So if you're trying to make a decision, don't waste all your time evaluating every last detail of every possible option. Choose something that you think will work and give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, choose something else and keep pressing forward. 5. All people possess dimensions of success and dimensions of failure. Trying to be perfect is a waste of time and energy. Perfection is an illusion. All people, even our heroes, are multidimensional. Powerful business people, polished musicians, best-selling authors, and even our own parents all have dimensions of success and dimensions of failure present in their lives. Our successful dimensions usually encompass the things we spend the most time doing. We are successful in these dimensions because of our prolonged commitment to them. This is the part of our lives we want others to see. The successful part that holds our life's work. It's the notion of putting our best foot forward. It's the public persona we envision as our personal legacy. The successful ABC or the award-winning XYZ. But behind whichever polished storyline we outwardly promote, there lies a multidimensional human being with a long list of unprofessed failures. Sometimes this person is a bad husband or wife. Sometimes this person laughs at the expense of others. And sometimes this person merely takes their eyes off the road and rear-ends the car in front of them. 6. Every mistake you make is progress. Mistakes teach you important lessons. Every time you make one, you're one step closer to your goal. The only mistake that can truly hurt you is choosing to do nothing simply because you're too scared to make a mistake. So don't hesitate, don't doubt yourself. In life, it's rarely about getting a chance, it's about taking a chance. If you never act, you will never know for sure, and you will be left standing in the same spot forever. The truth is that we all fail. The greater truth is that no single failure ever defines us. Confess. Apologize. Learn. Grow wiser. Press on. 7. People can be great at doing things they don't like to do. Although we're not suggesting that you choose a career or trade you dislike, we've heard way too many smart people say something like, in order to be great at what you do, you have to like what you do. This just isn't true. Good friend of ours is a public accountant. He has told us on numerous occasions that he dislikes his job, that it bores him to death. But he frequently gets raises and promotions. At the age of 28, out of nearly 1,000 junior accountants in his division, he's one of only 2 who were promoted to be senior accountants this past year. Why? Because even though he doesn't like doing it, he's good at what he does. We could come up with dozens of other examples just like this, but we'll spare you the details. Just realize that if someone dedicates enough time and attention to perfecting a skill or trade, they can be insanely good at it as a side hustle, a weekend gig, or simply doing something they don't like to do. The problems we have with others are typically more about us. Quite often, the problems we have with others, our spouse, parents, siblings, don't really have much to do with them at all. Because many of the problems we think we have with them we subconsciously created in our own mind. Maybe they did something in the past that touched on one of our fears or insecurities. Or maybe they didn't do something that we expected them to do. In either case, problems like these are not about the other person, they're about us. And that's okay. It simply means these little predicaments will be easier to solve. We are, after all, in charge of our own decisions. We get to decide whether we want to keep our head cluttered with events from the past, or instead open our minds to the positive realities unfolding in front of us. All we need is the willingness to look at things a little differently, letting go of what was and what should have been, and instead focusing our energy on what is and what could be possible. 9. Emotional decisions are rarely good decisions. Decisions driven by heavy emotion are typically misguided reactions rather than educated judgments. These reactions are the byproduct of minimal amounts of conscious thought and primarily based on momentary feelings instead of mindful awareness. The best advice here is simple. Don't let your emotions trump your intelligence. Slow down and think things through before you make any life-changing decisions. 10. You will never feel 100% ready when an opportunity arises. The number one thing I persistently see holding smart people back is their own reluctance to accept an opportunity simply because they don't think they're ready. In other words, they believe they require additional knowledge, skill, experience, and so on before they can aptly partake in the opportunity. Sadly, this is the kind of thinking that stifles personal growth. The truth is nobody ever feels 100% ready when an opportunity arises, because most great opportunities in life force us to grow emotionally and intellectually. They force us to stretch ourselves in our comfort zones, which means we won't feel totally comfortable at first. And when we don't feel comfortable, we don't feel ready. Just remember that significant moments of opportunity for personal growth and development will come and go throughout your lifetime. If you are looking to make positive changes in your life, you will need to embrace these moments of opportunity even though you will never feel 100% ready for them.